The entire history of Ernest Miller, I guess. Chapter 1. Introduction. Ernest Miller is not a real person. Someone, somewhere, used this website to generate him. As you can see on this website, you can customize what sort of character you want to generate. Simply by clicking this button, AI will generate a unique baseline for a character within a minute. When Ernest Miller was generated, it is suspected that his text said something along the lines of the following. Ernest Miller is a 51-year-old friendly golf caddy who is obsessed with the murder of his late wife. He has 4 children, ... The page of this character was not saved, however, so to us, it's just another piece of information, lost in the chronicles of time. In the vast landscape of the internet, Ernest Miller decided to embark on a journey into the world of online trolling. Little did he know, his actions would shape a story both mysterious and perplexing. Chapter 2. The Emails. The date is November 28th, 2020. Our tale begins as he, in the quiet confines of his home, dives into the murky waters of online deception. Ernest started with a simple approach, sending emails, attempting to extract PayPal details for simple text messages that look something like this. As you can see, his method was extremely simple, misinforming his targets by saying that they want some sort of giveaway from the Japan Post Holdings Bank, and that they needed to enter their PayPal details to claim a large sum of money. These emails tended to contain several grammar mistakes, misspellings, and inconsistencies, an extremely poor attempt to scam the public. It is suspected that literally nobody fell for these emails. This frustrated the person behind Ernest Miller, and he began to escalate his operation. Chapter 3. Escalation. After almost 3 years, Ernest escalated his endeavors, introducing virus-laden links. These emails looked more like the stereotypical scam emails, using Comic Sans font, black highlights, bolded messages, vibrant and dysfunctional accept and decline buttons that lead you to a link that downloads a virus on your computer. Tokyo is misspelled, and he even misspells his own name. Allegedly, 2 people somehow fell for these more attractive scams. Yes, 2 people. I'm absolutely puzzled as well. Even after Ernest had transmitted viruses to the victims' computers, he still wanted more. He decided to move over to a more modern chat platform. Most people began to learn about him here. Chapter 4. Discord. Our antagonist sets his sight on the World Solars Cup community, WSC for short, joining the 4 major WSC servers, Sleeping Alpacas, Happypwaagate, Pwaa Sources, and XBS Pwaa. Before we continue, it is important to note the nature of each of these servers. Sleeping Alpacas is the oldest and largest server by far, housing 2,000 members. The server is owned by college students who are now all retired from WSC. The intent of the creation of the server was to be like a community, bringing scholars from all of the world closer together. Pwaa Sources is the most calm and most liked server. 300 members spend their hours here. The server is owned by Nadav Gil, an Israeli pillar of the Scholars Cup study guides. He created the most commonly used study guide during the 2022-23 season, and he plans on doing it for years to come. Nextly, Happypwaagate. Happypwaagate is the worst server by far. With 200 members, it is home to several conspiracies. The server is owned by Victor, a money-grubbing Montenegrin teenager trying to scrape some profit off of this academic competition. Last but not least, XBS Pwaa. It is my favorite server. 250 members message actively every single day, 24/7. The server is also owned by one of my favorite people, Titan Trev. Ernest Miller joined all of these servers at a certain point, but it all began with Sleeping Alpacas. He began to engage in a pedophilic, fake relationship with a Cambodian teenage girl who goes by the name Sorfina. Sorfina just went along with everything, setting matching statuses, Spider-Man profile pictures, and much more to display their relationship publicly. Sorfina used to be in a relationship with Kasra, or Mr. Mako. The fake relationship was founded for the purpose of trolling various members of the WC community, and less importantly, to make Mr. Mako jealous. This was overall a success, They tricked tons of people and had their funny moments from time to time. In the background, however, he attempted to gain the trust of unsuspecting children participating in WC, and he sent them malicious links. This method was far more effective than anything he had done before. Chapter 5. Happypwaagate. Most people regard Happypwaagate to be the downfall of Ernest Miller. I will explain Happypwaagate in depth at some point in another video. What matters is what happened in their server. Ernest Miller was jokingly discussing speedrunning a band in Sleeping Alpacas. This was highly discouraged by the community, but that wouldn't stop him. He headed over to Happypwaa and began to repeatedly spam racial slurs and various derogatory comments. Unfortunately, the Happypwaa staff was shockingly inept, and he was only banned until 2 days later. This event earned him the disdain from the very community that he originally sought to engage. Chapter 6. Conclusion. From late 2023 to early 2024, Ernest's character became an enigmatic alternate account, utilized for various purposes across Discord servers such as ban evasion, supporting sides and arguments, etc. And then, as swiftly as he appeared, Ernest Miller vanished. His online presence was erased, leaving no trace. If you try to find any of his messages today, you won't be able to find anything. The person behind Ernest Miller is unknown to the knowledge of the community, and this poses so many questions. Who was he? Was Ernest Miller an alternate account of a prominent figure within the community, or merely a random actor in the vast theater of the internet? Maybe we'll never know. This is the legacy of Ernest Miller.